Quest's design for Dr. Benton Quest is sometimes traced back to this character he drew years earlier when he took over the comic strip The Saint. Whether or not that early strip was the Doctor's true origin, Benton Quest was not just a national treasure, but one of the world's most brilliant minds. Brilliant enough for the government to assign secret agent Race Bannon to guard, protect, and tutor the Doctor's young son, Johnny.
And while you're at it, look in on the boys, will you, Race?
Anything else?
No,
Guard! Port side, quick! Guard! Who was it?
Look at this.
Of course, the Doctor needed his share of protecting as well.
Has a very deadly calling card.
Keep a sharp lookout, guard.
Yes, sir.
Interestingly enough, the relationship between Benton and son Johnny was probably the least explored dynamic of the show. One article on what is now called Classic Johnny Quest pointed something out that I think merits attention. Though Benton Quest's love for his son and deep affection for Haji was never in question, it is interesting that Race oftentimes seemed more like a father to Johnny than the busy doctor who was always hard at work on new technology, helping to advance the country in the space race or otherwise involved in the world of science. The Quest family history was left a mystery.
Is our man Race Bannon still assigned to guard the Doctor's boy?
24 hours a day as tutor, companion, and all-around watchdog. You see, since Johnny lost his mother, the government is taking no chances with the boy's security.
Security?
Yes, you see, if Johnny fell into the hands of enemy agents, Dr. Quest's value to science would be seriously impaired.
Doug Wildey said he saw no point in elaborating further on the family's backstory. It was, after all, an adventure show, and this kind of information was unnecessary to service the kind of stories they were setting out to tell. Though in one interview he did mention that in retrospect he might have done it differently in the wake of so many questions from so many fans over the years about what the real story of the Quests was. The consequent reconfiguring of the Quest mythos, in the later series The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest, and the Comico comic series that did present new details of these backstories, can either be appreciated or discounted, depending on your opinion of these later incarnations. To most die-hard Quest fans who grew up with those first 26 episodes, there will always be only one true Johnny Quest series. Actor John Stevenson provided the voice of Dr. Benton Quest. Stevenson was the voice at the end of every television episode of Dragnet, the one that gave the sentence and outcome of Joe Friday's cases.
It would be an honor, Dr. Kareem.
But after episode 6 of Quest, it was decided that Stevenson sounded too similar to Mike Rhodes' Race Bannon, and for the remaining 20 episodes, Benton Quest was performed by legendary voice actor Don Messick, who, strange as it may seem, also provided Bandit with his bark. Messick did hundreds of voices for Hanna-Barbera over the years, including another equally famous cartoon canine. A true man of science, as well as a man of action, Benton Quest's work was decidedly humanitarian. When he wasn't inventing robots to put out oil well fires, he was busy designing machines like the underwater sea prober or an array of other cool gadgets that populated the series.